What up, guys? Today we're going to be reacting to Goatis, reacting to Sila, Akpinar, Day in the Life of Healing Nobody. Let's see what Goatis has to say today.
Hey guys, over 2 years ago I made a video about Zeliha Akpinar. It was called The Most Unproductive Slave Routine You Will Ever See.
Immediately from the get-go, Goatis goes into his standard operating procedure, absolutely destroying people with a few words. Holy
Back
moly,
then she
man.
was in medical school. Now she made a video about her day in the life as a doctor in the UK.
Now let's see. Okay, very early wake-up time. 3:40 a.m. What's going on here?
Just before 4 a.m. That's early.
Yeah, very early.
Does she believe that she woke up with a blocked nose because of the coughing patients?
Goatis is listen.
Goatis is in 4 hours at 8:45, so I usually get a good few hours before work in the morning, which is quite nice because that's when I can get done.
Look at the dark eye circles already, and also she's apparently Turkish, and you can see how the British weather is already taking its toll on her skin color. It doesn't look healthy at all. Let's see what Goatis has to say about this.
Most productive. I recently started this new rotation called GP or general practice, also called family medicine.
She wakes up too early, it's clear.
Yeah.
Who knows what time she goes to bed, but you can see that she's tired. She has eye bags. She's still sleepy.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, if you go to sleep, if you wake up at 3:45, come on, man, you have to go to sleep at like 6 in the afternoon to even get some decent sleep.
We rotate through different specialties every 4 months, and you'll get 9 days off from work in total during those 4 months. At the start of each rotation, what I'd like to do is to plan those day offs and send it to my managers, and that's what I'm going to do now.
Okay. Writing your goals every day like a good slave. Look at how she's starting the day at 3:45 a.m. Look at the artificial lighting. That's pure migraine recipe right there with the artificial lighting alone. She's already tired and she starts her day off by looking at a computer screen. Very bad for cortisol. Yeah, Goatis is shaking his head. He agrees with me.
Working as a doctor or in a hospital in general is stressful enough.
Yeah.
There's no need to wake up this early. It's just clear that she wants to sleep.
Emails and
I'm going to have this chicken soup Mum made for me, super easy and convenient.
looks like puke.
And melt it. And dip some naan bread. Yum, yum, yum.
It
Oh,
actually looks seriously disgusting, but at least it's meat. And cheese could be worse.
yeah.
She could be eating toast with avocado. That's what you see
Yeah,
nowadays
genuinely,
a lot.
it doesn't look too good, but at least it's meat. Yeah, I agree. But man, it seriously look unappetizing for real.
In a microwave, and then you have the bread, grain sludge.
Microwave. Listen, microwave, plastics, grain sludge. Not off to a good start, and Goatis is rightfully noticing so. Ugh, looks like shit.
Just need a little bit more heating up.
Also, she's awake at 5 or 4 in the morning. Look at all the artificial lighting. That cannot be good for your health.
No, Egyptian food melted.
No, I-
So good.
Ugh!
How does it look good?
Yeah,
It is really
exactly, bro.
horrible.
Oh, for me, this is not looking good at all.
How
Alright,
crazy is that? It's almost 9 o'clock and it's still dark outside.
That's UK.
For you.
But it's always dark in the
Yeah.
UK. Maybe not literally, but the skies are usually gray. It's gloomy. Really, there is no such thing as a summer in the UK. I lived there for 2
No.
years. I know it firsthand.
you have some good days in the UK, but overall it's grey skies. That's why it's so important that you eat animal fat, fish, so you get the actual vitamins you need. You know, she's eating grain sludge and plastic with some overcooked chicken.
For us, because you're less.
Alright, now she's
And,
going to...
Your skin is the largest organ of your body, and
Yeah.
whenever there's any problems on the inside, it will be visible on the
Yeah.
outside.
He's completely right. My skin looked the worst when I had the worst diet. Simple as.
The skin really shows the health of your body.
But then I realised I didn't have time to have a lunch break yesterday, so my lunch is left in the fridge untouched from yesterday. One less thing to worry about. Erin is in.
You can also see that she treats food as an inconvenience. Every time she doesn't have to cook, or she says that it's already made, she treats it like a bonus. Very bad habit to have. Food is one of the most important things you eat. You're a doctor and you don't understand that. You're a doctor and you prioritize 15 more minutes on the computer rather than eating proper food. Not good, and you can see the disappointment in Goldie's face as well. He understands she is not living a healthy lifestyle at all. Yeah.
You could actually see a little bit of blue sky. That's really rare in the UK.
Yeah, exactly. It's really rare, and that's why it's so devastating that the lifestyle is made so that 99% of people are spending their time indoors when there's actually some blue skies in the UK. It's very tragic. It's very, very tragic. And also, one thing I want to notice just real quickly. We've been watching this woman for... This is from like 4 a.m. to 9 a.m. 5 hours. Not one genuine smile. Not one genuine smile.
Off to 13 patients per day, and sometimes we're allocated to see a patient during our lunch break, which was the case yesterday. I had to go to a home visit, so going to patients' own home to see them and deal with their medical problem. We only do that for patients who are not able to come to us to the clinic. And now I'm going to eat lunch that I couldn't eat yesterday.
It's good that it's called a consulting room. You simply consult with somebody inside of the room. It's not a healing room. It's not where you go to get rid of your diseases. You simply ask for their opinions. At least that's how it should be.
Look at the food, man. Plastic containers. Absolute trash. Oh, rice, beans, and some tomato. Let's see what Goldis has to say.
I'm just having some Turkish beans and rice.
Beans and
All
rice.
of the food looks so disgusting.
No.
Is it because it's in plastic? It just looks slimy, old. Nothing wrong with the old fermented food, fermented raw dairy, even fermented eggs and meat can be really good. Fermented liver
Yeah, but
tastes super good.
But
And
she's
it doesn't
eating
look
rice and
disgusting,
beans.
but food into my body,
Yeah.
actually consuming that garbage.
It's garbage. Also, I just want to quickly get you guys to notice. This woman has now been awake for over 8 hours. Fucking hell, I can't even count. 8 hours awake? And the only light she has seen is the artificial LED light flickering at 1,000 lights per minute. There's no wonder she looks unhealthy.
got a drink called Iran.
Iran. Is she Turkish or something, or half Turkish? People in Turkey drink Iran.
Who cares?
Maybe that you are both.
This is the bag we collect in the morning to examine our patients' blood pressure cuff, oxygen.
Blood pressure. You're just checking a symptom. Your body will have low or high blood pressure or normal, which is what they call normal, and you can argue about what actually is normal.
Okay.
But my point is that you will be simply checking the symptom of the problem. If the patient has a problem, you won't be checking the actual problem that's causing the disease, the root problem.
All right.
Oxygen monitor.
Saturation monitor, thermometer, ultrasound.
Same thing. You only check the symptoms. I'm not saying that all of the tools.
It's just bullshit. It's just trash. Yeah. And now she gets to go home. She gets to go home. Look at this. She gets to go home the moment there's no more proper sunlight. She has spent her entire day under artificial sunlight. Not only that, she spent her entire day under artificial sunlight that's directly harmful for you.
It's gotten dark already and I'm done for the day.
She says it as if she's glad to go home, which is understandable, obviously,
Exactly.
but why does she even work as a doctor? She has over 1 million subscribers, gets a lot of views. You don't earn that much as a doctor. You earn more than most people, but I think that she could earn just as much, if not even more, if she would simply do social media full time. But whatever, if she wants to do that, which she doesn't clearly. So it's weird.
You have to remember, Gotis, that this, if you're gonna stereotype a little bit, the type of woman who becomes a doctor has been dreaming about this since she was very young, because, let's be honest, at least here in Norway, if you want to get into medical school in Norway, you have to have top grades in every single class in high school to even have a chance. Like, you have to have the top grade in every single category. It doesn't matter if it's gym, cooking, biology, whatever. You have to have top grades. So I can see his point with how she could live off social media, but at the end of the day, she spent her entire youth focusing on, I want to become a doctor. That's my goal. So even now, we don't know how she feels, even though she doesn't look too happy. We don't truly know how she feels. But one thing we probably can deduce just from her video is the fact that she probably spent a lot of her youth, teenage years, youth years, dreaming about becoming a doctor. And then she finally became one. She doesn't want to realize that it was just an illusion, like Gotis would say. At the end of the day, it's just an illusion or a cope. And she's gotten too far. She doesn't want to quit. She's already gotten this far. She doesn't want to give it up. Oh, let's see what she buys for groceries. I can already tell this is going to be a disaster.
Shopping to get some bits and bobs for tomorrow's breakfast because I realised I finished my mum's chicken soup and I have nothing
Chicken
else
soup
to
looked
eat.
disgusting.
It was about time that I
You have some.
prepare my own.
Wait, straying.
Grapes, grain sludge, and artificial sugar so far. Of artificial processed juice.
Bagels, grain sludge, pasteurized juice. None of this would be available in the UK.
Exactly, bro.
Hungry.
None of this would be
You would
available.
mostly eating animals.
Yeah. Yeah. Think about it. This woman has been inside under artificial lighting for over 12 hours. And she goes to the grocery store and what she buys is bagels and juice. It's fucked up. And she's supposed to be a doctor. She's supposed to teach other people about health. This Matrix is really fucked up. That's all she bought. Where's the steak? Fish? Anything?
That's what I'm going to do right now, actually.
I just want to quickly point out. She started her day in complete artificial lightness. And she's ending her day in complete artificial light.
Take off my scrubs because I've seen way too many sick children today. So many kids with colds and coughs. I want to catch them with that. So I'm just gonna...
What does she believe is going to happen? I was right at the beginning of the video. She's afraid of that. Experiments have been done with humans, many different animals, and you could never transmit anything to another animal. Tons of experiments have been done.
Alright.
Even over 100 years ago they tried it. No other animal got sick. Even when you used the snot, all of the fluid slime from the nose, the throat, everywhere, you put it over other animals and they didn't get sick. And nowadays somehow everybody believes that you will get sick. This has never been proven in any experiment ever done.
Take off my scrubs here before I get into
Now, I don't know enough about this, but I have to say it's very, very interesting because Goltis is very, he's always of the opinion that if you get a cold or a flu, it's because he got cold. It's because he got cold, like properly. And the more he says it, the more I believe it. Like, that's the thing about watching Goltis. The more you watch him, the more you believe him.
my bedroom. So I could have taken it off.
Also, look again. There's no energy in anything she says or does. I'm sitting here, 4 a.m. in my room, recording a YouTube video for my 250 subscriber channel, where half the people are Japanese because of a Yu-Gi-Oh video I made. And I have more energy. I have more, like, bang, I have more passion for what I'm doing right now. It's like, it's crazy to me to watch this.
It's because of the cold weather.
Yeah,
If you combine
exactly.
wind
I believe it.
with rain in a cold climate, such as the UK isn't that cold, but it's pretty cold, then you can easily get sick. That's why if you are exposed to a cold air conditioner, the cold air of the air conditioner,
Yeah. Listen, you go into any hotel room with the air conditioner on, you wake up tomorrow, you're gonna have a cold. He's spot on. That's why I love Goltis, because he's always spot on. Almost always, everything he says is just so logical, it's hard to argue with it.
or if you sit
Let's see what
This is
she...
half a portion of.
Oh, what the fuck,
and
man! Fucking hell, it looks disgusting.
at least she eats meat with almost every meal, not before in the hospital.
Finish off all the leftovers for dinner. Honestly, I've decided to just heat it up and eat it in the Tupperware because I don't want to have to deal with all washing up. I already have a good pile in the sink that I need to wash up this evening.
Plastic, everything. I don't want... One thing I really like about Goltis is that when he talks about these people, he's not rude. When he says something that can be considered rude to them, he's just describing them. He's not trying to genuinely stir hate. But when I look at this woman, she genuinely looks malnourished. She looks like she has such a lack of energy because her body is running on shutdown modus every single time. I'm really curious to see what Goltis has to say about the microwave. Let's see.
She heats it up in a microwave always. There's just nothing healthy about any of this.
Exactly. It just looks like... she just looks sickly.
She should be pretty well off, although maybe she's in debt because of the medical school. That's possible, I suppose. Still.
Even if she's in debt, if she's a doctor and she has 1 million subscribers on YouTube, she could literally afford to buy a freezer and order the highest quality meat available. She could eat the exact same thing as Erling Haaland, who earns £500,000 a week. There's no reason for her not to eat the same as Erling Haaland. She can afford it. If you have 1 million subscribers on YouTube and you're a doctor, you can eat like Erling Haaland. There's no excuse. The only excuse is ignorance.
So I'm sure that she could afford. Seeds,
This looks like
chicken,
trash.
curry, some poisonous green plants mixed in there.
Exactly,
A
bro.
typical slave meal. Nothing has really changed.
I have
The
to
video
say.
that she created over 2 years ago showed a similar kind of life, except that she
Yeah.
was in medical school back then.
Oh, okay.
And now she works as a doctor, treating people's symptoms. That's about it. That's what they do.
Yeah, like, come on, bro. She just looks sickly all the time. No energy. There's no energy. There's no, like, bang, bang, bang. It's just meh, meh, meh. Like, I genuinely feel bad for these type of people, because if she would just eat a lot of meat, like, if she would just listen to Goatis, eat some raw liver, get some high quality milk, eggs, protein from meat, she has no energy.
Alo anne. Sen ne yapıyorsun?
Yemek yapıyorum.
Anneciğim.
Ben ne yapmıştım yarın?
Ben de yemek yedim öyle yatıyorum.
That's Turkish, right?
Bir şeyler de yapma.
Ben like things done so.
I mean, it's very positive that she has a close connection with her mother, or calls her mother. That's a very positive thing. So that's a very big bonus. And that's a thing that can really help you in the general life, to keep a close contact with those who are truly close to you, like your mother or your father, your siblings, cousins, whatever.
You don't end up losing your whole evening. And that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Yeah, you can see she's. Listen, don't get me wrong. She's a doctor. That's very, very impressive. She has a stressful high. You know, there's lots of people who depend on her. But she has had zero energy throughout the entire day because she has no food. She has no proper nutrition.
She wakes up. Why is it blurred? Huh? Does she not want us to see how she yawns or what? Whatever. I was just going to say that she wakes up so early and then she works all day. Of course, it's super exhausting. It's an exhausting life. This kind of a life will age you quite a bit, reduce your lifespan.
You can already, if you're gonna be really rude, I'm being really rude here, don't get me wrong. But if you look at her hair, it doesn't look healthy for a young woman to already have that much see-through hair. Okay, the lighting is harsh, but she has Turkish genes and she has dark hair, and you can already see so much of her scalp. That tells you that she's not living a healthy lifestyle, because the nutrition she eats, there's no nutrition there.
It's not that bad. There's way worse jobs, because some people work in a warehouse, they lift heavy things all the time, maybe not women for the most part, but women also have some pretty horrible jobs. Come on, it's not normal to live this kind of a life. You can't believe that this is normal.
Exactly.
There's just no joy. Was there even throughout the day?
Yeah, that's what I just said. Throughout the entire day, there was not one genuine smile of joy and abundance of energy.
maybe some glimpses a little bit here and there, but I don't see a happy human being. I don't see somebody who's enjoying her life. You almost kind of see the opposite. Not really,
Exactly,
but-
exactly. Even lifting a finger feels like an effort after tomorrow, whatever the fuck it says. That's because you haven't eaten a single thing that's high protein. I can guarantee you, man. Listen, she doesn't even need to eat raw liver or raw milk. If she tomorrow went and bought a decent steak and cooked it blue or rare and ate that and drank processed milk, she would feel like Superman in comparison to what she's feeling right now. I can guarantee you that.
Even lifting a finger feels like effort after work.
It's just sad to look at, honestly. And you know what the worst part is? If Goldis was to tell her, listen, you have to eat raw liver, you have to drink raw milk, she would tell, you're an idiot. And then she would ask him, what's your qualifications? Because for these people, the only thing that matters is, do you have a piece of paper from the state telling you that you have X or Y expertise? They're so lost from reality, it's not even funny.
I don't really push myself to do anything mentally draining in the evening because the energy to output ratio just isn't worth it for me, or the quality of my work doesn't justify my efforts in the evenings, especially after a long working day. Especially now that I started GP or family medicine, I feel so much more cognitively tired and decision fatigued. I think it's because, I'm seeing my own patients, I'm having my own clinic, I have to do all these independent decisions compared to when I was working in a hospital, in a team, the brain fog I get.
This part is actually interesting because I can completely understand. Like I know nothing about medicine, but I can definitely see that being a doctor is relentlessly mentally taxing. You have to always make sure that what you're saying cognitively and the information you're giving has to be top tier. But just, oh my god, look at what I just posted. I just posted randomly. Look at their eyes. Look at their eyes. This is probably some glitch in the video. And maybe some sort of mascara makeup. But look at her eyes. She looks like she's crying. She genuinely looks like she's in tears from the work day she just had and the day she just had. That's because her body has no nutrition.
Now is just a different level, and that's why in the evenings I just focus on feel good activities and sleeping.
She looks like she's in a work camp. Am I completely crazy here, or does she look like she's genuinely put in a work camp? She's barely dragging her feet into bed. This is one of the worst videos I've ever seen from Goldis. In terms of, Goldis often talks about these people look tired, these people look like they have no energy. This woman looks like, this is the worst I've seen in a long time watching Goldis.
This is a video that she posted some months ago.
Fuck it. Who wants to eat that crap? Look at it! It looks like someone jerked off in a fucking plastic box.
Vitamin D was low. I wanted to show you this short clip because it perfectly shows you what's going on. These people eat absolute garbage themselves. They are not healthy. And then they do indirect vague measurements. Usually it's simply chemical reactions. And then they come to the conclusion that the patient's vitamin D is low. For example, it's not as if they actually see vitamin D. That's not how they come to the conclusion. And then they tell the patient to take some vitamin D pills. And they don't even realize that the same substance is used as rat poison.
Mm.
They wouldn't even want to understand it if you would.
Listen to what you just said right there. They wouldn't even want to understand it. And when you dealt with enough people in the world, you understand that so many of them, the last thing they want is to have their worldview shattered. That's the last thing they want.
Tell them about it. They simply memorize what they learn in school, and then if a patient comes and tells them that they have some kind of a symptom, they remember what they were taught, and then they tell them to do this and that, or they use some kind of tools
Exactly.
to measure the symptoms, and then they say, take these pills to suppress the symptoms. It's the same with vitamin D, the so-called deficiency, except that it's possibly even worse to do what they do when it comes to that specifically. The most messed up part about all of this is that she probably wants to help people. It doesn't seem like she's only doing it for money, because otherwise she could simply do social media, as I said. I'm sure that she...
Yeah, this is for me one of the most important things about Goltis. He never, ever watches a video with malicious intent. Even when he watches videos where he gets cortisol spiked, he never watches it with malicious intent. He simply objectively observes what the person is doing. And I completely agree. This woman in this video looks like she has the heart in the right place. But like Gotis said, she's just so ridiculously misinformed and stuck in, let's shall we call it, the matrix, that even if you were to tell her the truth, she would rather 10 times over attack you than even dare question the system. This is the first video in many of the series. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video.